What
up?
going on?
The network. Look, there it is. I put the bug in the corner.
I'm proud of you.
BTBD Live Network, or not live. Not live, sir. Jeez, that's my bad.
I mean, but we are all live, and we're the network.
We're live.
So this
as the network.
it's kosher.
Is this the first time we've had this group of people on the screen? For sure, because Arzu's here.
Yes.
Yes, hello.
Hello,
Hi, Arzu.
Arzu's in the house.
So here's the plan tonight, everybody. Those of you who are watching, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Kind of a special edition network event that we're having here. And then we'll do some reacting to a Mandalorian sneak peek that's going to drop at halftime. We currently got about 3.5 minutes left of the second quarter.
Which is 3 hours, so stay tuned.
Be patient. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second quarter of the Dallas Cowboys, Arizona Cardinals game. And then followed by the reaction to this Mandalorian sneak peek, we'll get right into our normally scheduled Holochronicles podcast, of which anyone from the network is welcome to stick up.
Everyone from the network is required to stick around. Let's make sure we say this properly.
We're here. Wow.
This feels very forced. Very aggressive.
Welcome to the Holochronicles.
I thought this was a safe space. That's what you guys said.
You know what? I was going to go through and welcome everyone in the chat, but right now we are bouncing between 38 and 44 viewers that are watching us live. So just one great big shout out to all you guys. Thanks for joining us on this Monday night to kick off your week. Our very first Mando Monday.
Mando Monday.
Just another Mando Monday.
Yeah. Stop, please. So it's great that we're all here. Where can they find us? Anyone? David, where can they find us out there?
Well, you can always find any Beyond the Blast Door network production on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I think sometimes we're on Instagram. It's an occasional occurrence, but usually you can find us always on Facebook, Twitter, and the YouTubes. And we welcome everybody into the conversation. It's really exciting to just have us here. Great turnout. Some new folks are in the live chat checking us out for the first time, so definitely welcome to them. And I'm just really excited for what the next 25 to 97 minutes has in store for us.
Does anyone have any like really like good memories of like 5 years ago? I don't know if you know this, but 5 years ago today was when that Force Awakens trailer came out. The one, not the Chewie We're Home one, but the one that had like Luke on R2 and all that stuff. Do you all remember that night very well? Because that was 5 years ago to the day. That's not the tickets dropped too. How crazy is that?
That's a good fun fact right there.
But these nights are my favorite nights.
Because Monday nights are for drinking.
Did you learn that in this, Scotty?
Yes, I did.
No, I remember ordering my tickets. Like I was sitting there with my phone and my laptop, and I had to order like tickets for the whole weekend for various groupings of people.
Yes,
and just the stress of trying to order the tickets. That's my Monday night.
It was very exciting.
Do we have to order anything for Disney Plus? No, we just get to wake up.
But here's one thing that
welcome to the future.
I was gonna tweet it out this evening. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised because all their first year of their free subscription expires at the end of this month. You're all going to be dinged
for one Mando.
Right, $8 to $12 per month is going to start showing up on some of your bills. So,
oh yeah,
that's
awesome.
A good point. Good point there. Hey, when I need a pick me up, and if I'm having a day that's dragging or maybe a bummer week, if I need a pick me up, I'm not kidding you. One of the places I go to is the Force Awakens trailer reactions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't know if there was a more hype time to be excited about what was coming next.
Well, it'd been so long. True. I mean, it'd been 10 years, 12 years,
I know,
whatever it was.
I remember the hype around the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
But it didn't have the social network influence, the social media influence that that we could see and witness everyone else getting super jacked up for this movie.
Speaking of super jacked up, Jerry's here.
Woo, hey. Oh, sorry, guys. Hey, you know how it is with kids, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not your kid. That's Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Oh, it's the children.
Jerry, why are you so out of breath?
Because I was literally running. I had to run to the store. I had to run to the store and, green milk.
Yeah.
For not because he's green. It's not a green thing or anything.
It's a green.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're the fake breathing track they put in the fourth Rocky to make it sound like Rocky Balboa was
How did you?
out of breath.
That was my dad, actually. So how did you know the family business? Oh my
Jerry
gosh.
Balboa.
Yeah.
Hey, Arzu, you're here in the chat too. Can you tell us something about Star Wars that's relevant?
Arzu is sort of like our.
I don't remember.
She's like our Alice in the Brady Bunch.
Yeah,
she's like right
in this very strange wonderland that I find myself in now.
Right in the middle.
Hey, Roland New in the chat says seeing Kylo ignite his saber for the first time gave me chills, and it was cool because
dirty saber.
We hadn't seen a saber like that, with the T hilt. But what was cooler to see, Kylo and his lightsaber ignite, or Finn holding the blue saber? Which was a bigger moment?
That was amazing.
Finn juiced me up on that one when he had it because it was like you didn't know where it was going, and we did know that there was a rogue stormtrooper because I think the trailer had kind of given you that, but it was good. It was good to see that. Now we should say one thing about this trailer reaction. It is going to be when it comes on, we're going to hit you up with just kind of a holding screen because we're all going to go watch it. It's too. For copyright reasons, we can't put it up on the screen and share it with you. I hope I saw some comments, and I hope we didn't give you that impression. But we just wanted to be here to talk about it after the fact. And we're not going to throw it up on the screen yet. We'll probably grab some images as quick as we can. I know we've got enough clickers here to be able to maybe do some screenshots while we're talking. But we're going to throw up an image, let you go watch it wherever you may be, and then come back together 2 or 3 minutes later and share our reactions if that makes sense. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah, I think it makes sense
to me.
Sounds good to me.
And I apologize for calling you clickers. That's
we're a minute
fair.
We're a minute out from halftime officially starting here, so
right. So only 2.5 hours. We're good. How many timeouts? Each team has one has 3, the other has 2. So yeah, we've got a little while here, depending on who's got the ball.
Why don't we take a moment real quick, guys, and for those that are brand new to checking out Beyond the Blast Doors Network, we have some newer faces here on the screen. So why don't we take a moment, we kind of go round robin, and we say who we are, the show we're on, and what we're hoping to see tonight in this sneak peek that could be 15 seconds, it could be a minute and a half. We really have absolutely no idea what it will be or why we're truly here, as you might be able to tell. But I think that would be a good place to start. And I'd like to start with Arzu because, Arzu, you've been the quietest one. I want you to get in the conversation. Can you kind of just introduce yourself to the crew that's with us tonight and talk about what you're hoping to see tonight on the Mandalorian sneak peek?
Okay, so hi, I'm Arzu. I'm the newest Beyond the Blast Doors family member.
Yay.
So I'm a writer for the site, and then I appear on Beyond the Blast Doors Live as well, which Wednesday for the newer faces in the chat.
That's right, 10 p.m. Eastern. Yep.
So what I'm hoping for tonight, I don't know if I'm going to get this, but I'm hoping for some Bo-Katan in the trailer. Just a little bit, maybe a thought, but that's what I'm hoping for.
Yes, indeed.
With you.
Do you think that's something that they would show? I mean, honestly, it's an exclusive clip, but is that something that they want to let out of the bag in this moment, or do you think they'll save it?
If it's like if it's not a clip from like the beginning of the episode or whatever, and it's like a cut back and forth, I'm hoping for just enough of a glimpse that I can tell myself it was Bo-Katan from now until the show premieres.
If we see any redheaded woman with a bob haircut, we're all going to think that's what it is. It's right. Bo-Katan. Yeah.
I'll be very upset if there's a redheaded woman with a bob who isn't Bo-Katan.
Yeah, this is Ko-Batan.
Pete, what are you hoping for? What are you hoping for out of this tonight? Oh, wait, Pete, hold on. Don't answer that. Can we talk about your poll for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That didn't come out right. But you put up a poll on your Twitter handle.
I did.
I'm sinking. And it said, who of these 4 do you think you might see tonight? And I know Bo-Katan was one of them.
That's a different poll you're showing.
Who
I got the wrong poll. No, let's talk about this for a minute, Jared.
Who was the right answer to this one? Who was the right answer to that poll?
That is the wrong
We need to address that poll
I think
now.
it is me.
You want me to put it back? I'm sorry.
Yeah, put that poll
I
back.
thought that was like who's most likely to show up because that's freaking hilarious because I was so late. It's like Jerry, he has no life.
That's the wrong poll.
24.
There's 19 seconds left in the half. Incidentally, just throwing that.
Score a
Wow.
touchdown.
Quit
notch,
changing
third
the
goal.
subject,
We're okay.
Pete.
That was
Is this
fast.
a future Patreon like commentary or something? Is it
Yeah,
Top
we were
Gun
thinking
commentary?
about
Top
that.
Gun?
Yes.
Okay.
Sick.
Pete, aren't you ashamed that like
Yes.
isn't like Top Gun like
That's
one
the
of
right
the
answer.
staple films from like your era?
My era. Yeah. What was it? I'm not even going there.
Well, so is Empire. I mean, it's not a slam. I'm just saying, like Top Gun is like one of the biggest '80s movies ever, and you didn't watch the damn
Pete.
movie.
My
For a
favorite
long
movie
time,
from
it
your
was-
era
It
is
was the
Metropolis.
most. It was the most
my
rented
God.
movie of all time.
All right, you know
Back
what,
when
I'm gonna
people
go watch
rented
the trailer by
movies.
myself and enjoy it.
How is it seeing Nosferatu day one? No, I'm just-
What was it
Yep.
like when the first talkies came out? Pete was
all right,
Yeah.
Scotty, we've given him enough.
Keep it coming.
So back to the other today's poll that you put up, Pete. Who are the
Yeah.
other three? Who are the other three characters besides Bo-Katan that you put on there? And
Boba
which
Fett.
one?
Yeah.
Which one won?
Boba Fett, Rex/clone, and Ahsoka. And so Boba Fett won. I think he had like 50% of the vote, something to that effect.
Yeah.
And I think that, and that's actually, my prediction is the last shot of the trailer is going to be some sort of Boba Fett giveaway. That's my prediction.
I'm nervous, y'all.
Whether it's a visor or backpack or something, so that we will all know it's Boba Fett.
Or it's like
Or-
a different helmet, and he just like
Yeah, he's
no,
like, hello.
nobody
No.
wants that. Okay,
He
fine.
pulls it up, and it is not Tamara Morrison. It is not Boba. It is Cobb
Cobb
Vanth.
Vanth.
But no
Cobb
one will
Vanth.
know who that is.
Cobb Vanth.
Right.
The
We all
trailer.
know who that is.
That's always
We
a
will.
question. Yes.
It's
And
Cobb
then we
Vanth.
can
It's
talk
Cobb
about
Vanth.
it.
Yes.
So let's
Right.
ask this question really quick then. How many times have they brought a character into a major film production or series in Star Wars that existed in a book first?
Thrawn.
In a book? First.
Thrawn.
That's an animated series. I would take Clone Wars and Rebels and actually put them in a tier below Mandalorian, and then you go up into the actual blockbusters.
Like a live on
I
screen.
think-
I'm just talking about the money involved. Yeah.
From a book? I don't know if any from a book have made
I
it.
guess the
They
question.
brought by variety to the theme parks, but that's not what you asked.
That's why I'm
I'm
asking
trying to think.
that.
10
They've
seconds and a
dropped
half.
some stuff in like Solo had some good references.
Yeah,
to
Solo
stuff.
had them deep
No
cuts.
characters.
We're not getting any help in the chat. I know
We
that.
are not. Okay. I'm sorry.
The
about that,
Mandalorian
John,
is
I'm
where it's
sorry.
gonna
I was
pop
just
up,
I
though.
made that up. I
Okay,
made that
half
up.
is over.
Clones is above. Clone Wars is above everything.
it's
So
not
I
over. It's almost
apologize.
over.
I was gonna say
All right, the
Mando is
That's going to be a Neil.
Well, what
that's
about
where it pops in.
what about Sloane?
Sloan could be there.
Jonas,
Sloan was
I'm
in.
afraid to say anything now because I just got in trouble in the chat. So
Ooh.
yeah. Okay.
What if we get a Rick McCallum cameo? Wouldn't
Here
that
comes
be
the-
great?
Here comes the
Oh my
Neil.
gosh. He's like,
We're going to the
dude,
Neil.
Here
Here
comes the Neil.
Mando.
Here comes the
All right.
Neil. Just in the fear that it will come on immediately. We are now going to take a break. You take a break too. You go watch,
Well,
and we'll be. What do you think?
I feel like it could be like 20 minutes before the damn clip plays.
Well, then what should we do?
They usually do a presentation. They usually have like a guy that's like, and
Yeah.
here is a
and
sneak
now here's
preview.
your
Yeah,
right,
here's
there's
my
no-
real
there'll be
issue.
a Star Wars logo on the
Who's
screen or
the
something.
first
Volume
Vegas
remote is
bet
too
is who
far away
introduces
from me.
the clip.
Hold on.
Oh gosh, the first Vegas bet of the night is who will present the clip, if anyone.
I'm so nervous.
It'll
Because
be
I do like the idea of like, I don't know, Kathleen Kennedy walking out and being like, "Good evening, everybody. Good evening, world."
I would love if it's Jon Favreau.
usually just
what's
have the
Gary
announcers do
Busey
it.
doing in these
Yeah,
days?
some announcer who can barely say Mandalorian is going to say.
The Mandalorian.
Gary Busey goes there like, we're gonna watch a video of I think it's some kittens eating Cheese Whiz. Here,
The
roll,
Disney
roll
Plus
clip.
series Mendelsohn.
I hope nobody says that.
All right, we're all
Okay.
keeping our eyes on the screen right now.
It's
Shout
just
out
gonna
to
take
Nick
John Madden.
Cobb Vanth Refrigeration. Solid reference, sir.
Solid
reference.
Office reference.
So here's my question. I'm watching on like ESPN's streaming service. Yeah. Will I still be able to ESPN's witness?
Do you get commercials?
I've got Twitter open and I'm just refreshing it.
Oh, that's so smart. That is so smart.
I also got really excited when I saw Mandalorian like live on YouTube, but then I realized this video. It's like this live stream.
Oh, we probably made so many nerds angry. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Who's this proto Adams family, whatever's going on
Brady
here?
Bunch. This is Brady Bunch.
Yeah, Brady Bunch. I was trying to think of that. Halloween themed. There you go.
It's fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why are they?
So they're showing Chiefs highlights.
Yeah, the Chiefs won. It was a great game. It was fantastic. Great bounce back from last week's atrocity.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Football.
Speaking of Chiefs, how about Chirpa?
How about Chirpa? I have a Chief Chirpa Pez.
What if Chief Chirpa is in the Mandalorian?
Yeah, no one called that in the
segue
poll.
to end all segues.
That low gray.
I couldn't really
put
tell.
it back up.
Man, at this rate, Shannon's gonna wake up and join us.
That's low gray.
That's low gray.
Youngster.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Oh, fake fan. Call Randy.
Call Randy on me, baby.
Randy.
I'll DM you my mailing address. Send me your card.
Your fan card. You're not a true fan. You probably like The Last Jedi.
That's fight words, and you know it.
No,
that is.
You know I'm being sarcastic on that.
I know.
Fake fan. Oh my gosh.
Hey, my friend Richard put a comment in there. It says not just the Mandalorian, but the woman DeLorean and the children DeLorean.
All the DeLoreans.
All right. Before the night is over, we need that as a meme and put up on
Richard,
Twitter.
you're the best. Look at
Trying to read
That's
Susan
Wait,
Colbert.
what's Chris Berman saying?
The children DeLorean.
Well, hey, if I could say something, kind of bring it back here. If the rumors of the offshoot series with Bo-Katan and Cara Dune are correct, it would make sense that if any of those are going to be seen in the Mandalorian preview tonight, it would be Bo-Katan, right?
I think so, or Ahsoka.
Yeah.
They gotta give us something.
They're gonna put Boba Fett in there for the boomers.
All right,
so people are like,
well, I was gonna say that's who they're making this for. The boomers going, let's got that space guy in it.
Before the show before the preview starts, let's go around to all 7 of us and name one character that we think is going to be in there that was in the original season.
Ahsoka.
Of those 4.
Ahsoka.
Let's start with Josh says Ahsoka. Andy.
I agree. I think that's going to hit home hard.
Oh, jeez.
Someone in Fett armor.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to say Boba Fett.
Oh.
I want Ahsoka.
Wait.
A Jawa.
Okay, wait a second.
The Mandalorian
Jawa.
Here we go.
Oh, is it?
No.
Is it?
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Come on.
We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back.
God.
I can't find the remote. They faked us out, guys. They just want us to vote.
This is another one of Pete's polls or something. What's going on?
We're still waiting. Stay tuned.
That was it.
Okay, here we come. Okay, we're unmuting.
Well,
I
how
haven't
about
seen
that?
it yet.
Oh, she hasn't seen it
I haven't
yet.
seen it yet. I'm gonna mute myself, watch it, and then come back because it just
Okay, I'll
just
pull you
loaded.
out. I'll pull you
Oh,
out.
thanks.
Oh,
Nope.
you pulled yourself back in.
What?
Andy?
No, I didn't do it. She did it herself.
All right, Jerry's still muted. He can't unmute. Their mic's not connected.
He's
he
had
left. Jerry's done. Scotty's still gone.
I'm going to say it. I can't believe I waited for that.
That was the most disappointing moment of my day.
There's
That
only
was so underwhelming.
it was.
I can't believe I
even.
put out this T-shirt so I could watch that clip with you guys.
I can't.
What was the point of that? We saw 73% of those clips already. There's a blue guy in the Imperial transport that I don't know who that was.
It's
Who's
the
that?
fledgling Mithril from episode 1.
It's the same guy.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh,
Horatio
yeah.
Sands?
Oh,
Yeah, it looks a lot like him.
Oh boy.
He got unbountied?
Oof.
He got
Perhaps.
unfrozen.
He's probably got a little
Unfroze?
backstory.
Oh man, the troop transport was cool. That's a callback.
cool.
And then I saw a crate dragon skeleton at
In
the
the
bottom of the
desert.
screen.
Yep.
But damn it, that was it.
I don't know. Why do we ever assume that you're going to give us like a minute 30? Remember when they gave us the trailer and we thought it was going to be like this most epic 2-minute beautiful masterpiece, and
But
like even that left us a little blue.
Well, last
Okay.
year they showed the first 2 minutes of the show, and that was pretty cool.
And I agree. This
Ours
is it
back
right here.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, let's get her back in.
Hey,
Good,
okay.
Arzu?
So how do you feel about that, Arzu?
Well, again.
What'd you guys say? Yeah, no.
I don't-
Okay, let me put a spin on this.
Okay, Andy, you
I'm
were the
actually-
king of positivity.
He is.
You're the
actually-
Neil Lowry of Beyond the Blast Doors.
Well, thank you. Thank you, sir. I'm glad that is what we got, because it's going to leave more for me to see when the episodes come out. It's going to mean my speculation isn't squelched, nor is it fueled. I still get to have the same amount of, nothing that I thought or that I think could happen was taken away from me.
Well, there you go.
I can't even handle that positivity. It just kind of stunk. They recycled some good scenes. The Gamorreans fighting,
tweeting as we
Yoda,
speak.
baby, or whatever, the child.
That's
dropping
right,
into
Andy.
dropping into his. I don't know. It was weak. And I
I
agree.
suspect this was probably more for the people who are watching Monday Night Football, who have an email from Disney Plus coming sometime in the next week reminding them to renew their subscription.
Yeah.
This was for that.
Arzu for
because-
the logic win.
Because we're all so plugged into this anyway that we're like, well, this was nothing new. But for somebody who maybe isn't on Twitter all the time, they're like, I haven't seen any of this, and now I'm going to renew for the full year. So that's probably who this was for.
They're like, I remember my grandkids said they liked that Mandalorian.
Yeah, there's that little
That
green
Baby
baby.
Yoda stuff.
Yeah.
I love the Baby Yoda thing. And
I can't believe
action.
it just wasn't 30 seconds of the child doing stuff,
Yeah.
just to remind everyone who's the cutest.
It's like
So.
sucking his thumb.
All right, Scotty.
Hey,
Wait, let's get Scotty's
I'm with
bar
Frammy
reaction.
and them though. Like they the troop transport crushing the biker scout. That was pretty sweet.
That was cool. All right, let's get Scotty's opinion. Hold on, everybody. Don't tell him what you thought. Go ahead, Scott.
I love anything like this. I like the emotion of it. But, I'm not going to lie. It got me hyped seeing the crest, crash land and spin around. And then the fact that he's like, I need to reach out to other Mandalorians. Yes! You know what that means?
Yes.
For real. That means something there. And
That
I don't
was a
know.
good moment.
I wonder in terms of okay, they're obviously at the Dune Sea as well, because you see that little area they're going over. The crest being destroyed in that ice planet, sick. I don't know. I'm pretty hype. But it showed nothing crazy, which I'm fine with, only because that means they're going to save it for the show, and the show is going to be top tier incredible.
I like that
Yeah.
you can fix any starship with an arc welder.
Yes.
That's how you fix all starships. I knew I shouldn't have
funny.
skipped shop in
And
school.
some twist ties. Yeah.
Here's my question: with the footage that we've seen in the first trailer and what we just saw for 27 seconds, can you visually tell? Does something slightly feel different? Can we tell just from the footage that we've seen that was Jon Favreau behind the camera? Did you guys
It
get any
feels
kind
more
of sense?
I think it
Very
feels more like
cinematic.
a movie Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
very
it feels more like
cinematic.
more cinematic.
Yeah.
More.
Well, guys,
They
with
definitely
that,
beefed up their budget, right?
with that comment though, we have a direction for the season. He's going to be out to find other Mandalorians. He's not going to get. He's not
Well,
going
I
to get
think
the
the original
child.
comment was, "I need to return him to his kind." Now we
Right.
don't know what his kind
Okay, wait.
are.
Did
And
anyone
to do
notice
that?
this
To
this
do
shot?
that, he
Hold
needed
on.
to find. He needs
Pull it
to
up,
find
Scotty.
more Mandos, and so that's the. I strongly believe this after 30 seconds of thinking about it. But that's the direction of the season. He's out to find Mandalorians. Season 3 will be about getting him.
Well, I'm gonna play devil. Go ahead, Arzu. Go
No,
ahead.
I was thinking,
Sorry.
as an alternate theory, because Pete said this feels more like a movie. I suspect these are only clips from like the first 2 episodes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
all
Well,
of this
that's-
could change. Like that's
Yeah.
obvious, right? So this could all change. He could be like, "I'm going to do this," and then it just goes way off the rails by episode 3. And
That's
it's not
fair.
about finding other Mandalorians or getting him back to his kind. It's just something else entirely.
Josh,
That's-
I just put up sent a thing in the network chat. Look what I just sent. That is not the Mando's legs. I'm telling you that much.
How is
Look
it
at this
not?
picture. No, look
What
at
are
this
the-
picture.
The calf's
Hold on.
not as
Give me a sec. Give me a
muscular or
sec.
something.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, it does not.
He's
You
got
can
those
tell by the
chicken
armor.
legs.
He does not have the same. That is not.
Um,
That's not the Mando's feet wear.
All right. Give me a sec.
No,
I'm
RAZ,
working.
I agree with you though, because this is like, and all the stuff on I forget the name of the planet.
Illa?
Not Ilum, the planet that Grief and
Navarro.
Kara are on.
Navarro.
Navarro,
most
right?
definitely- I'd
Um,
have to disagree. That most definitely is the Mandos.
Do you really think?
It is. I have proof.
All right.
I think
True.
that's
It
the
does.
first episode though, is him going to recruit them to help him, right? To kind of like find something.
But I thought Fab says it takes off literally instantly from the last episode of episode 8. But that
Which-
would make sense.
So
which
yeah, but so maybe
was
he-
on Navarro.
yeah.
yeah, but why would he leave and come back?
Now we
Well,
did.
maybe he
something
leaves
happened.
to go find, and he crashes maybe or something, and then the end is him going to find them.
I don't think
Episode
that-
2, they have to help him get off world. and
I don't
stuff
think
like
that audio and video are the actual combination. They definitely had
no,
that
definitely.
tracking does not go with that video that we saw.
Yeah.
No one's commented on the fact that Mando, when he crashed the Razor Crest, was being pursued by an X-wing, which is interesting.
Oh, it
Yeah,
led
they
you to
had at
believe,
the
I
beginning
think.
the X-wings pursuing, saying
Yeah.
like,
Were they
About that. So
pursuing,
now
or were
we're-
they
I
rolling
thought they were
together?
TIE fighters.
No, he said He said Razor Crest stand down. It was the first comment.
That's true.
Or not stand down, whatever he said. Razor
yeah,
Crest
yeah.
something. I've only watched it once, but with everyone else. But that was an X-wing. So now we're crossing over. So Mando, while he had the help of the rebels or whatever the new alliance or whatever it's called to blow up that outpost with the dude from
Was that Deborah
Sons
Chow?
of Anarchy. Now he's on the wrong side of the Rebel Alliance.
Are,
Or what
are
are
we
they
allowed
called
to
there?
play the
New
trailer
Republic?
and do it as a reaction? Like, don't people do that?
All the time?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
have to play it small.
Okay,
I
I'll
was gonna
play
say
it.
we usually
Give me a
we'll
second.
Let's do it.
scan
Bring the YouTube
through
up in, like, little
trailers.
window, yeah.
Yeah.
Because and
Just
something to
scan
think about
through
too,
it.
guys, is we already know. We think we know the names of the episodes, right? So it's the Search, the Confrontation, the Bounty, the Republic, the Loyalist, the Sorcerer, the Return, and the Empire. That gets us through the 8 chapters of this season. And so that Search and that Confrontation, to me, that sets up, I would think, the search for the kind. But does that somehow bring in our Cobb Vanth, our Boba Fett theories or another? Anybody have an opinion on that? Nobody?
Well,
I don't know.
In the
Nothing to
first
support
episode,
it.
maybe not, but and then like down the line into it, I don't know. The Search, to me, it feels like maybe the first episode, like we were talking, is him trying on his own to find where like Baby Yoda goes, like his kind and stuff, and realizing, okay, it's gonna take more than me. Time out.
Time out. I have
Time
a
out.
question. Who in the current timeline of this this show would know or has seen Yoda?
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Or Luke.
Yep.
Anyone else?
how about
Luke.
to expand on your
Luke.
question, which I like where you're going,
Luke.
knows or have seen clones or clone facilities? Because there's
other than the Camino Doctor guy.
Yeah.
I'm saying from
Oh, I
previous
hope he comes
episodes that
back.
we haven't
I really
seen
liked
yet.
him.
So because I think your point is valid. I was just going to say that when he says, I want to return him to his kind, that may not mean the Yoda species.
That could be
may
Jedi.
mean
Could be
clones.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe he's going to Kamino.
or
Kamino.
clones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Could be Yoda.
Again, Ahsoka.
Could be clones. It could be Jedi.
Right.
His kind.
Exactly. His kind is no. We already know his kind is Jedi. They said that in the first trailer. So actually, we can correct ourselves right there. They said in the first trailer they talked about he needs to go to the Jedi or something like that, or the wizards or whatever they called them. Anyone remember?
Yeah,
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I do. I don't remember the line, but I do remember what you're talking about.
So his kind, I think you're right, are Jedi, which then again, to your point, because it was a good one, who else has experienced or seen Yoda? That's Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. We'll just throwing it out.
And Ezra.
That's pretty good.
And
Ezra met him.
Where is
He's still
Ezra?
out there. Find Ezra.
Thrawn.
Find Ezra.
But remember my hierarchy I got in trouble
And the
for?
space whales.
Movies, Mandalorian, Clone Wars,
Ah.
Rebels. Oh, and then I
Ahsoka.
got trashed. I got an
Wait.
excuse me?
Wait, click on Jared. Jared just dropped us
Oh,
$10
Jared.
in the
Hey,
super
Jared.
The darkest of Jedi.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
All right,
Jared,
all right.
you can now say whatever you want. We will put it on the screen. All right, you guys, here's the one thing I can do. We can put this up with no audio. I don't have audio right now. I could do it, which I think actually is probably better. So let's just
It's probably
visually look
safer.
at it, a little safer. So I'm going to share that right now. I
Okay.
got to pop over to it and make it full screen. So give me just a
Thank
sec.
you, Jared. That was awesome, buddy.
Yeah, Jared.
Yes,
thank you,
thanks,
thank you,
Jared. Love you, bud.
Okay, we can all see that. All
Go
right,
to
here.
YouTube. There's the full version on YouTube.
Oh, is
Not
there?
the square
All right.
version? Yeah.
Yeah,
then
and if you go there, you can also bring.
It's like
in
the
audio.
1990s version.
Wow, come on. I was trying
This
to
is
find
in
it
4 by
fast, and
3.
I went to Twitter.
4x3.
Yeah.
And you could probably
So
you could either do it
VHS.
big like that, or we could put
Remember when the
we could put the trailer
4x3
where Arzu is.
What?
Get rid
Yes.
of Arzu? Not yet, sir.
No, just move me.
No, just move her down.
Kidding.
No one's
kidding.
listening to
He's
the other
kidding.
person.
I'm kidding. All right. Jeez. I wish I wasn't in charge of this. There's so many better ideas.
That's amazing. And you can also use the period and comma button to do frame by frame, like I'm doing right now.
Oh, that's a good one. Why can't I find it? So let's,
Find it, share it.
Wait,
can
have-
share a
Freaking
screen?
Gen Z.
Wait. Yeah, Josh, have
Scotty, share it.
Have Scotty share your screen.
There you go. Look, I got
Josh
it.
is fired. Matt, you're fired.
There it is.
Do you want to watch the whole trailer all the way through, and then we'll frame by frame this boy?
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
let's-
Well, also, when does Holochronicles need to start? Is Holochronicles starting at 9?
We start whenever we're ready.
Okay. Okay.
And we're ready when we're done with this, all right?
Start when we're done.
I'm ready whenever you are, Mr.
Okay,
Moose.
go for it. Did you get it up there for me? Go ahead and
Yeah.
present. I don't see.
Present.
It's the first time I've had something that I had to scroll down to. All right, here we go.
All right, so we're gonna watch all the way
Luke's
through, no
film logo.
sound.
Oh, snap.
So
Haven't seen
X-wings.
Love that shot.
Chasing him.
This is a
Such a
little
sick
this
shot.
this kind of
Wait,
a
go back.
vibe of like the Millennium Falcon on the asteroid, through that little. That's what
Yeah.
I thought immediately.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe you got a
have
stick
Banta.
going.
Oh, that
Bantha
wasn't a
body.
crate. That was a bantha. That was a bantha,
Yeah, the
not a crate.
Bantha.
Okay.
So that's
Crashed
right.
Razor
Droid.
Crest.
Arc
Arc
welder.
welder.
John Favreau.
Yeah,
Arc
Cyclops.
Trooper,
John
Arc
Favreau.
Welder.
That's
Okay,
so
I
cool.
love that
Transport is
shot.
I
cool.
love that.
Just catching
We'll
air.
go back and
Josh,
frame by
that's
frame
straight
this
out of a Rebels shot, like right there. So
It was.
Yeah, you're right.
It
Yeah.
totally was.
that must be
They just
Filoni
moved up the
episode.
hierarchy.
And
Lots
then
of
it
TIE
ends
fighters.
like right here. I like that that's the shot they're using for like the money shot. I think it's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I also think I always get so
Actually, I
amazed.
saw
every-
less that time around than I did the first time.
Yeah.
remarkably, I got less out of that. So yeah.
Well, no audio.
Well, you're right.
This is a
Thanks,
misdirect
Steve.
here. I don't think this is the same planet that he's flying through the ravine on.
I'd give you that, Jerry. I think you're right about that.
Because that looks
like-
more like a gas planet or something.
Well,
Like,
you have
so
to have
you get a
clouds to have
squadron.
snow.
Or just clouds. Well,
I'm just kidding. Jerry.
yeah, but it's like, you
Meteorologist.
have clouds
Josh
right
Mills.
by the ravine, though? What is this, the rainforest?
Okay, so what do we got here, Scott? What are you showing us, Scotty?
It appears that he is now plummeting
crashing
to the ground. Now, it seems like it's a little bit of misdirect because the next shot's going to be him
on
like sliding.
Yeah.
He slides
snow
out
ice
of it.
skating.
It looks like.
Yeah. Or he slid into it. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. All right. Next Friday, kids. So I thought this was Boba Fett, but now it's making more sense because you see the his weapon. What's his weapon called? The disintegrator or whatever it's called?
Sure.
The right there.
I'll accept it.
Oh, thanks.
It's the hot dog poker rifle. Yeah. You cook
now I'm really
fire.
surprised that Cara Dune isn't wearing a mask in this, Scott.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of strange.
And her and Grief are not social distancing.
Yeah, that's
Look at the bantha body. That is so.
That is cool. That is the coolest thing of this trailer.
So and she's wearing a Trump 2020 sticker.
What is
She says like a mad.
What is the wait? What is where did Luke went to the what canyons? Beggars Canyon.
Beggars Canyon.
Could this
Beggars
be,
Canyon.
It looks like
Just
a wasteland with a lot of bones.
Beggars Canyon, Becco.
There's a lot of bones. It looks
what was
like.
that
Maybe
shot? Oh, sorry.
Do you think we will see some graffiti in Beggars Canyon that says "Biggs was here"?
That would
Wait
be
a second.
Sick.
If he's
Biggs
looking for
heart, Luke.
Mandalorian, wait a second.
Yeah.
If he's looking for Mandalorians, is he looking for Boba Fett, who was last seen on Tatooine?
Doubt it. He's not really a Mandalorian in the first place.
Well,
he's
that's
not,
always
all those
been
guys
kind
that
of-
fled, all those
Come
people that
on.
fled during Chapter 3. That's
Probably-
what he's looking for.
Anyone that is connected to since Mandalore is essentially scattered, they're like the Jedi almost now, right? You know, with the Purge and all that. Apparently, maybe he's looking
What's he
for
looking at here?
anyone. Looking for anyone with connections to the the history of Mandalore.
Yeah.
He's just looking at his only way out.
I think, but I don't know.
I feel like he's looking at something or someone familiar, and that this is a mystery.
John Boutman's
Wasn't that because he's not really standing by, and it could be the Razor Crest that he was standing by, but it looked like wasn't in the first trailer. He was standing by something like a Clone Wars era ship.
No,
You
that
guys
was
remember that?
The Razor Crest was.
It's the Razor Crest.
I know that was the Razor Crest, but I'm talking in the other trailer. There was a shot of him and Baby Yoda.
This is totally the first episode. I know, I can just totally predict it.
Yeah.
He gets into a lot of problems, and then he shows back up on Dave Navarro's planet.
Do you think we're getting an episode longer than 25, 30 minutes this season? Or 40
What do you
minutes?
mean?
Finale.
Like the
Like the first one. The first one, could it be like an extra long episode or something? Maybe we'll get an hour to start us off.
That would be incredible, but I doubt it. I think the first one's
probably
going to be the most underwhelming. I really do think people will leave watching the first one kind of disappointed. But it's going to be kind of like Stranger Things. The season of Stranger Things always builds up so well. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like that this season because now everyone has these expectations of of the show, what we did not have before.
Right.
Huh.
Dude, the Mythrol is there.
Yeah,
I love that. What is his name? I know it's just Horatio Sands is back. Everyone, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't he be?
I love it.
That's a cool story, though. Like, how did he get uncarbonized and all that stuff? That's
Yeah.
fun.
Maybe
I like that.
maybe Grief wanted him for
Well,
something.
He's like, oh, we
did
need some
say
help.
He was wealthy. He did say he was wealthy.
Yeah, he's
so
probably some.
That's right.
he
I wonder what his dad looks like.
Paid his
I wonder if he
debts
got
and-
to use the vac tube finally.
Only 2 shots of Baby Yoda, by the way. How cool is that? There's only 2 different and new shots of Baby Yoda.
Well, and I actually thought that was, if we're going to use the concept of like Arzu said, which I totally agree with, by the way, is like, hey, your subscription, your free trial, whatever, Mando's coming back. I was actually surprised that we didn't just get the childed out, the cutest
course.
moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is the #1 stream. That is kind of cool watching Grief doing some very concentrated shooting there. Look at Carl is
him
like
directing an
Carl's
episode.
That's from the gallery.
Now look at
to
this.
the
I didn't
Metro
notice this
Canyon,
till just now. There's a pretty big explosion going on in the back from probably the Imperial base they just left. So something to think about.
Sure.
You know?
Maybe. Is it possibly because that's like
How would you
Volcano
want it
Planet
bet?
too, right?
think about this. I have a feeling it's going to get to the point where the only way Mando's going to get help again from Grief and Cara Dune is if he takes out the Imperial base on Navarro and like gets rid of the entire Imperial presence there, right? And then,
well, yeah, of course, we still have, the Polo Man to get rid of, right? He's still, he's Darksaber, all the stuff.
Yeah, that's about it, y'all.
Which I think that's what he's talking about with I have to find other Mandalorians, because he's got the Darksaber, right? Which is their Excalibur.
Yeah.
It's like you hold that, you're the leader of Mandalore.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's going to find other, I don't know, maybe you got to find Bo-Katan, the last leader.
Yes.
The last holder
Find
of the Darksaber.
Bo-Katan. Do
I'm
something
afraid
with
that
the
she's
freaking
okay.
Force stuff. That's what I'm here for.
Yes, me too.
Find Bo-Katan.
Even though there is a tier system that it's like a cake.
Who did that?
It's like a cake of layers.
That was me. That was Andy.
That was good.
It was my.
He's a man of many
Like
voices.
the animation is like the
Saw Gerrera.
fondant on top.
And by the way, that hold on to your explosion theory. That troop transport jumped out of a building and then is going down a lava-filled canyon. So obviously they probably dropped a bomb and blew up, and now, so you might be right.
Wait, so they're on Mustafar?
That's what
sorry.
I was.
No, Navarro. Come on. It's like snow
there's
planet. It's hot.
There's that base you were
Oh,
talking
and
about,
it's got
Scotty.
it's got those classic Imperial
Yeah.
turrets
Cannons,
too.
Yeah.
And then they land
platform and
in a canyon with.
How cool
with
is
some
that they're
lava.
bringing this back? How, like, I know it was in season 1, but still, like, oh, it's so cool.
It was
I don't
just
know, that-
barely in it.
Yeah, it was in that one shot where they pull up, but I just
I-
love
They
the
can bring
fact that
back
it's
all the good stuff. It's the right era. Everything we enjoyed from the vintage line is
Classic motorcycle chase scene.
boom.
Yep.
Classic motorcycle trying to bump a car
Yeah,
out of the
and
way.
just dink,
Yeah.
like John
That's going to be a
Wick
very indie
or Terminator
feeling
2.
scene, like Indiana Jones.
So, how do y'all feel the fact that they're not giving us anything in terms of what we're used to? Like a
Perfect.
like a movie trailer, you're like, you're so set on. Oh, there's like you get a little tinty bits of stuff. I really like the fact that we're getting nothing. It's
I
pretty
will say
awesome.
this: I appreciate getting nothing more than I appreciate getting what we got with Rogue One, where we got scenes that didn't exist in the movie.
Yeah.
Legit, yeah,
Far as we
exactly.
know.
It's all-
Far as
Well-
we know.
Well,
far as we
and
know.
think about this though too. If
So
they're
far.
if all they're showing in the last couple trailers, basically all they're showing the same stuff we've seen.
Yep.
Think about all the stuff that they can't show that
Yeah.
is in there, most likely. All the stuff that we got the leaks online and stuff, so we kind of know, this character might show up and stuff. But just think about how it's going to come in and where the surprises are going to come, and we may have tons of. There may be someone we didn't even think of that they put in there.
One
So,
of the
I don't know
best
who it
tweets
is,
that I
but-
saw was that Phil Stozak responded to Blast Point's tweets. It said something along the lines of like, "Y'all are not ready for this season." Like the super fans, like he straight up was
man.
like, "Y'all really are not ready for what we're gonna get, like at all." So I have a feeling it's going to be much more than we're expecting in terms of
Yeah.
canon and in terms of just like pure shock.
Well, and what Matthew H. just said, like, yeah, he's probably right. So glad they aren't bowing to the pressure and revealing new characters. I think that's a really good move for them to just kind of stay focused on their plan. And I don't know. I don't know how to gauge the fan response, but I can't imagine there's demand at this point for Star Wars to unlock, whatever character they're going to debut in season 2. That really makes no sense at all. I think that, like you're saying, there is going to be multiple reveals in the second season. It's a difference of, is it one reveal to match the child, or is it a series of events to match that excitement? Because you're not going to be able to reveal the child point 2. There's not going to be anything that momentous. But if you're able to have these multiple moments with new characters or characters we know from other Star Wars stories, that can be pretty momentous for fans as well.
Yeah.
I just hope that when they eventually do those reveals, it's not like it's Bo-Katan and then a lot of shock and then no payoff. So I'm hoping that by not trying to generate that with the trailer, that they're just planning on like organically integrating all these characters into the show instead of just like, who that is, remember who that is, and then it's like, okay, but now what?
Right.
Yeah. I would say temper your expectations. Do not expect a big reveal in the first episode at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
And Scotty, what you said about Stranger Things being like a slow, like a build up. That's what I kind of am starting to formulate with this season. Is just going to be like a ramp all the way up, and we're just going to be on the edge of our seats. I don't know if there's going to be that fourth episode that everyone didn't like when they went to Sorghum and stuff. You know, I liked it and stuff. I liked seeing the galaxy, but you know, people were like, filler, all this. I don't.
That was the best episode.
I love all of it.
Yeah, that episode.
That's where we got to see the first live action Lothcat. So, but again, animation. There.
Josh, I sent you another text on the network chat about something I saw. So,
Okay, yeah, that's what
a
you
little
put up
cryptic there.
I will share.
Well, before we wrap this up here, any last thoughts? Any last comments you want to make, David? Anything that you want to get out there before? It's only 2 weeks out, and then we're actually gonna watch this show. What do you think, Dave?
Are you setting me up for something?
Just any closer ideas?
As far as the show is concerned, what do you want from me?
Any post?
Just give us the smolder.
That works too.
I would just say, I'm really looking forward to the show. I think we're going to announce something this Wednesday night on the network that's going to be really exciting for fans who want to dive deep into The Mandalorian. I think that you're going to have a couple of spots on our network where you're going to be able to have some really rich conversation where we fan out. I'm excited because I think that by the end of this season, we will see Ahsoka Tano in live action, and that's something that I've wanted since 2008. So let's have at it.
Huh.
Heck yeah, man.
Jerry, will Baby Yoda say a word in this season?
The way this is?
Yeah, he'll probably say Dada, but it'll be backwards or something, you know. So ad.
I get it.
Dad
that was
joke.
a dad joke in and of
That
itself.
Yes. If you say dad backwards.
Meta.
I don't know. I mean, we might hear him coo a little bit more. Maybe by the end, it's like he says his first word, melts everyone's hearts.
This is the way.
Yeah, he goes, "This is the way.
Way
The way this is."
Yeah.
The way this is.
This is the
Here you go,
What if he
Scotty.
actually ends up getting raised for at least, I guess, till he's 1 year old by his species, by the Mando, and he ends up just speaking like a regular, like, basic.
I don't think he has
What
to
if,
speak
what if,
sideways, right?
He'll be like,
I mean, that's
learned.
right. He's raised by the Mando, so he'll speak like the Mando.
yeah.
Nurture versus nature.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's
All right,
tweets got me
course.
kind of pumped right here. I'm not gonna lie. From someone that works at Lucasfilm, that's like seen and done the concept art for this. You have you guys have no idea what you're in for. Like that is, that's
And
insane.
I think that's a great place to leave it right there.
There it is.
I agree.
We really don't. And we didn't get a lot to go on tonight. So
Great analysis, guys.
Yeah. Hey, look, we Zapruder filmed that thing, and there was nothing to take
Yeah.
out of it. So
Hey, guys,
really.
you might not know
I
this.
did not
Mandalorian
find any
season is
grassy
happening.
knolls.
Nope.
In fact, not a blade of grass in that trailer, I think.
Right.
So,
We'll tell you what. Hey, hold on. I got to throw this graphic up. Graphic
All right.
up. That's how I talk. Here it is.
graph it up, man.
Are you guys ready? Now that we've whittled the viewers down to 20, let's do this.
You've tuned into the Holochronicles.
Continue with the operation. Unit 5 and ready.
Peace out.
Everyone dance to the Holochronicles music. Look at David dancing. I like it. I wish it was at David's wedding.
that's how we went.
That's how he's dancing. The first song.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the Holochronicles podcast. This is Josh. I am Andy.
This is correct.
We are with some members of our Beyond the Blast Doors network. We've got David, we've got Scotty, we've got Jerry, and we've got Arzu with us here. We just reacted and responded to the Mandalorian little sneak peek that was released. That was maybe a little underwhelming, but intentionally didn't show us much for reasons that we will find out in 2 weeks. All right?
Patience,
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This is our unofficial first Mandalorian Monday, Monday.
Yeah.
We called Disney and said, "Hey, we have a pod Monday. You want to go ahead and release that clip?"
Sure.
During our show, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And
That's what
and, you
happened.
know, and Bobby Eyes, he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And
Or
so-
whoever's standing in for him right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's still there. He's more of like a paper
In spirit.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's a paper champion right now.
Right.
We have a couple of things lined up. I know that some of you guys are going to be with us for a little time tonight, but extreme close up. Yes. Whoa!
That's what it was. I did this. Boom! Andy and back. All right.
But
Shock there.
What we're gonna do first here is we're just gonna go around the horn and talk about if any of you guys have handy some Mando merch that you're especially fond of, or that you might be wearing right now, or that you're particularly excited about. Maybe something on the way, perhaps.
Yeah, so like you said, it's a Mando Monday. Here in the Holochronicles, we love to talk about collectibles,
And
right?
toys and merch,
anything, shirts are fine, signatures, you name it. I don't know. Handcrafted knitwear is okay with us.
Yeah,
It's
we're
fine.
down.
I'm
We're
actually
down.
wearing some of that underwear right now, and it's perfect. But Mando themed.
A Mando themed loincloth.
Mando themed.
Right, of course.
All right.
Share with us, and of course, like, subscribe, follow us if you're new to a Holochronicle show, because this was a bit of a network lead-in. Then thanks for joining us. And if you got one thing, then throw it up in the chat. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we definitely talk about
Toys!
it. It's not like we all haven't been exposed to some Baby Yoda merchandise.
What?
In the last few months.
Hand
Holy
sanitizer.
smokes! Holy smokes!
Don't even get me started.
They sure made up for missing that Christmas, didn't they? Like,
They did. They did. They're gonna this
Overload.
Christmas. It's on. Hey, Pete's back.
Oh, hey.
Boom! There he is.
Pete's back.
Hey,
Hey, so would anybody want to go first, or should I just designate who's
Just
going to go
You
first?
should dictate. You
That'd be
should
okay.
assign.
Scotty, I see
Your
you
show,
got
man.
something. Let's start with you, buddy.
This, I don't know if my friend Eric is still in the chat, but we had this for Eric's party. The guy that I gave the Rick McCallum signature to,
Yes.
we got this for his little party at our house. So I have.
What does it
I have
say?
this-
Let's see it. Come on,
It's
close up
just
here.
it's just a Baby Yoda cup, and on the back you can tell there's a mighty fine shot of the Razor Crest. But I mean, like $1, I think Dollar General, and then I got one of these fantastic Funko Pops of the
Ooh.
child. But I like the one because he's not. It's hard to see with my lighting. He's not sad or anything. A lot of the Funko Pops for the child look kind of sad. Like he's like kind of like, I don't know. There's Eric. But like I think the child, a lot of people will say he was a marketing mistake at first, but I completely disagree. I think the child.
Oh, you want to go?
Oh, I will go because
That's my statement.
That revealed, and that first, I will talk about this to the day I die. Okay, that reveal for the first episode was truly one of the most transcendent Star Wars moments of my entire life, and like anyone that's talked to me about it knows that. I mean, Jerry's heard this probably 25 times.
yeah,
I
like
think I talked
100
about it on
times.
Pete's show too. Yeah, no, totally.
So that's the
Yes.
converse of my statement, which is interesting. I don't know if we should get into it now, Scotty. Like mano y mano, I'll kick everyone out of here and we can go. Like Gamorrean in a ring style,
We will do that at some point. I
same body
guarantee.
type.
And
Oh,
furry
definitely.
shorts.
No, and that's I agree with your statement, but I say almost opposite. Like, how could they not know with Star Wars? What was that called? The collection when Star Wars came out, the first 12 of the early bird special.
The early bird. Yeah.
They screwed up, man. They screwed up, and I know that if they screwed up, and someone would come out and admit it, at the cost of not letting it out at all, so we all got the surprise, then fine, I'm good with it. But I feel like it should have been preloaded. You bring in your NDCs, and you bring in your toy manufacturers. And I guess with the internet, they're super scared to get leaked. But who cares? People have been like, "What? They got a Yoda thing coming?" They never would have
But
expected.
sweatshops don't care about that kind of thing. Let's be real.
I think it,
I'm gonna be real honest.
I
Go ahead,
actually
Pete.
think it was. I think it was a valid. I think it was a deliberate
a plan to not put it out there. They could have. They lost an entire Christmas worth of revenue, but they opted for story.
Okay,
over
so
revenue.
Yeah.
but they didn't even have the child merchandise out by the end of the season, though.
Right.
True.
Right.
February.
Because that means that they had to wait until it appeared on the show in November.
Yeah.
But there were other things they could have done. Like there was so much of that show that they could have released merchandise wise and not given away the child reveal.
Yeah.
I agree.
Plenty of ships, plenty of other characters. That
And
blue
here's what
guy.
And by they, let's be clear who they is. It's not the It's not the people that made the Mandalorian. It is the people that didn't trust that the Mandalorian would be a hit. And that's that. So I'm not blaming Favreau or the production team or any of that.
No, this is like Lucasfilm marketing.
just like no, we don't know. Let's just
hold
see.
on.
Let's not
You know
put
what?
the money in.
Maybe they didn't know, though.
Of course they didn't.
I
And they're probably
suspect-
right.
Go
I
ahead.
suspect they were expecting Rise of Skywalker merchandise to carry them through Christmas,
Yeah, there you
and
go.
then have Baby Yoda to pick up in the new year.
Just a
They should
And
have made it
then-
Ben Solo.
A
though.
voice
God
of,
we have
Not,
Arzu.
A voice
not
of reason.
anticipating that people
But wait.
want this little baby.
This brings up a good point with Pete. We had a whole conversation about this, I believe, on Twitter. Pete said there are more Empire Strikes Back 40th toys than there have been any at all Tross and the Mandalorian now. Literally, like it seems like every other
Well,
morning
I
wake up,
didn't say more than
had-
Mandalorian because I think we're getting flooded with Mandalorian.
Well, now we are,
pops
but
and stuff. but definitely has blown away the Rise of Skywalker as far as
Like,
and there was no
unbelievably.
merchandise for Rise of Skywalker.
No, none.
So you think they're doing that 40-year long haul with these toys? So in 40
Heck
years,
yeah.
2060,
years
we're
we'll
going to
get-
get dumped some Mando anniversary stuff or what?
We're gonna get the Rise
all
of
over it. My
Skywalker.
grandkids
40th
will be
year.
like, "Look, Grandpa," and I'm like, "I don't remember."
"Look, it's Dio."
Dio. Oh,
All right, Arzu, what's the Mando merch that you brought with you tonight?
Well, I'm wearing my Baby Yoda sweater because
Absolutely.
I can sit here and critique that all I want, but I dove right into that.
That's
I've got my little armor Funko Pop with me.
yay.
I have got the whole collection, but the armor is sitting next to me for the trailer. And then, in a very controversial move that Cara Dune would not approve of, I have a Baby Yoda mask. Wear a mask, kids. Super
Put
cute.
it on. Let's see that. Let's be safe here. There we go.
there we go.
There we go.
So awesome.
Perfect.
See how good that
You-
looks, Gina?
You look like you care about other people.
I like how he's
Baby
holding a
Yoda
little
wants
cup.
you to care about other people. So
Yep.
You are gonna be careful. You're gonna end up in a meme somewhere.
Oh.
I
Like,
just-
like a Saturday
I
Night
feel a
Fever.
little left out because all of my friends were blocked by her on Twitter and I wasn't.
Oh, you're doing fine.
Bit
You're
left
almost
out.
there.
I'm not antagonistic enough. So if this is enough, please block me on Twitter.
We're gonna clip that 38 seconds right after this.
No, don't worry.
I'll make sure it
Send
happens.
it to her.
I get
be
the
a-
sentiment. I keep trying to get on Disney Star Wars' dumb WordPress, and it just
Yep.
will not. I can't crack the Pete tier. and stuff there.
Well, as you were talking there, I couldn't help but think, like, why hasn't there been like a blue milk jug that says, "Have you seen this child?" and it's of the Baby Yoda? Like, why haven't
Shirts.
Why aren't we
Can-
getting on
Pete,
that right
Pete,
now?
make a T-shirt.
I'll have a shirt by the morning.
By the morning. By the
All
morning.
night. Slam it away.
All right, Pete.
Must
speaking
make
of
shirt.
Pete here, what do you have any Mando merch that you're
I do. I have
particularly
two
fond
things
of?
that I really. I have. Well, I have too many things that I love, but I'll share a couple of them. The first is I have. I don't know if you can see them. I have all.
Oh my.
Oh, you're childed. All those little.
I
cutie
have
ones.
all 7 of the pops. Of
Okay,
the baby
current
Yoda
pops.
pops.
Yeah.
Right, currently. I my favorite pop of all time has come out of the Mandalorian, which is this one.
Yes,
Oh, that
yes.
one's so sick.
That's a sharp one for sure.
Yeah.
Oh
That is
my
nice.
god.
In the
This
best
is
So
car.
shiny.
Truly the best
That is
pop
beautiful.
of all time.
It's the best.
But my favorite is something that is not made by Lucasfilm. It is I don't know if you can see it. It's
Oh.
blueberries.
Flan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Calamari. I have some calamari flan that one of my guests who is Tori Fox, who she's a cosplay person and she's a designer and she has a shop called Creature Cartel and she sells calamari flan and I just had to get it and I had to put it I just need to have it with me. So I
Well,
love
it's
it.
like currency
very
on
cool.
your desk. It's fine.
It is, right. So
It's not
flan.
exactly what you want, but it'll buy you a candy bar.
Right. I can get it either half in calamari flan or I can full price in Imperial credits. But yeah, that's just some of my favorite stuff.
Jerry, do you have that? Those are
Now
awesome.
hold on.
I thought for
calamari
sure.
flan is a good get. Who raise your hand if you have calamari flan?
Nobody raised their hand.
Good
Pete,
job.
you should have raised your
Yeah.
hand because you just showed that you have
I-
calamari flan.
Now I do have blueberries in the refrigerator, so I think I can make something up. But other than
You
that,
could probably
I was gonna
just
say,
like
those
squish them.
Those look like the little like rocks you get in every gift shop. It's just like like the.
Well, there's like a little
multicolored
logo
rocks
on
that
here,
you
It looks
feel
like they
some of
taste
them
good,
are
too.
magnetic.
there's a logo. Hold on, let me zoom in on you. Zoom
I
in.
don't know if
You see those
I don't know if
rocks
you
look
can.
like they taste good, or these?
It's hard to see.
Looks
There's
like they taste
some
good.
some
They do
etching
look-
in there.
Do they?
A
it looks
calamari
like-
etching.
Looks like a Jello shot.
Is it squishy?
No, it's rock hard.
Right.
Oh wow.
All right.
Hey, Peter.
I thought
Mr. Flapper.
Pete, I thought for sure yours was going to be the Razor Crest Lego.
It's
I'm
back
still
behind
working
him.
on it. It's
It's not put together yet.
The box is in there. It's
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still
You're
working on
pointing like you have it out of the box. I
Pete,
see.
what about the Razor
You're
Crest?
stuck in like the Jawa episode of season 1. You like, put it together. You get an.
What about the gift from Nick? Where's that at?
Oh yeah.
This is the one I'm looking for. If anyone in the chat finds this, I will pay for shipping, handling, and I'll give you a tip. Oh,
Well, that is pretty
God,
cool.
I want that.
That's cool.
Yes,
That came out
that's
last
true.
year.
Thank you, Nick,
Is that the
for,
Black
for
Series?
finding this. No, it's a Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels, and it's all chromed.
There's no wheels.
And Nick, thank you very much.
Where are the wheels?
It is
And
neither
they're
hot
featured-
nor does it have wheels.
I was like,
Right.
Hot Wheels hold the wheels.
That looks like it's $200 too cheap to have hot in the title.
Yes,
Hot
true.
toy.
It's not.
Whoops. Speaking
sorry.
of hot toy,
Yeah.
Josh.
Oh, is it my turn? What the heck happened? Oh, I did the wrong thing. Sorry, I'm on the controls when I'm not on the controls. Well, I have two because
Okay.
we actually presented this in our last episode.
Sure did.
So it's a little bit of a recap for those that watched last week. So I'm just going to throw it up there, but it is my new favorite. But I have one I'll show right before it.
Here,
Can I do that?
Let me.
Yeah. Why don't you zoom in on
zoom in on
this? Zoom in on this. That's a strange brew. All right. I have this guy.
Ooh.
The Walmart exclusive white box Mandalorian.
Now you guys may think, oh, another Black Series, but I challenge you to find and buy this for less than around $175.
No way.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Why?
This is worth 3 times as exact. No, I agree with you. This is worth 3 times as much as the carbonized.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
No way.
Weird.
Oh.
Hold
Why?
on.
What
eBay
is that?
Wait,
No, no,
eBay
really,
that.
what's the
What
reasoning?
does that
Because
mean?
The reasoning is because it's this white box and they called it first edition. You can see it right there.
the first edition Pokemon
First
card.
edition
Yeah.
that came out
Premier
the same time as all the
edition.
other editions.
And by the way, the other first editions were which were like a Cal and a Ray and a Jawa, a off-world Jawa, what
Jet
else was there?
Trooper.
Jet Trooper. Those aren't. They're worth a bit more than their list price, $25. They're worth 30, 40s.
No way.
But
The Mando one.
this guy is
one.
175 last I checked.
Nuts.
Yeah,
Weird.
wow, stupid. It's not about value, but I already have 3 other versions of him, so it's about value. And then, again, guys, you get to experience this live with me.
This is the real piece
This
here.
dude.
Oh
right here.
my God.
awesome.
Yes.
Holy cow.
There's the H and the H and the hot in the title. And by the way,
Oh my God.
Scotty, when you were talking about the boots, I just
Now I
referenced
see it.
him.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I was wrong.
I just referenced my screen accurate
1/6 scale.
1/6 scale Mando.
Holy shit.
And by the way, if you just look at the back, you've got the hot dog cooker, according to Jerry. And then, like you can see right
get it
there,
nice
I
and
love
even.
that. That's one of the best pieces. That's just.
Is there a
Cool
decapitated
accessory.
head in that helmet? Is there still a head in that helmet?
Yeah, no, it's actually squishy. It stinks a little. Yeah.
Oh my God.
They shrunk a person and killed him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, accuracy.
Yeah.
But anyway, pre-Beskar version. So yeah, like we said on our show, get
That's
ready.
Very cool.
Hot Toys.
That is
They'll have the Beskar version for me to spend more money on. Perfect.
That's beautiful, though.
David, I know you're a big Hot Toy fan and Lego fan.
Yeah.
And comic fan. Do you see any Mandalorian comics coming out of this series?
Yeah, they have one. There's one in the works, but there has it. So it's interesting that we're doing this. I think it's super cool to see everyone's collectibles. Like I love seeing Pete's Yodas. I love the Hot Toy. Arzu had cool item. Like I love that. I feel really underwhelmed by the Mandalorian, the merch standpoint. Like I know there's been like 50,000 different Funko Pops, but they haven't really caught my eye. Legos is the first thing that I go to as far as like a collectible. And before the Razor Crest that we recently got, you only had that one walker. So I didn't have any reason to really invest in that. So I actually have no merchandise related to the Mandalorian show. I have this gold Jango Fett that I found from Walmart. I've got this little titanium Black Series Slave 1.
Oh my!
And I got this plush thing, which I don't like the word plush. But I will tell you that
I like the song Blood.
Caught it.
I have these items that are what if I threw that out of frame and then like Josh got it? So yeah, I guess that's my thing. Is like I'm so glad to see that you guys have found toys, collectibles that bring you joy. I think that's awesome. But I've personally been very underwhelmed, and it kind of stems from the conversation that Pete's had that kind of ignited it on our network, which is between The Mandalorian and Rise of Skywalker, and I would say Solo in some regard, and Last Jedi in some regard, and even Force Awakens in some regard. The merchandise just hasn't been there. Like, you might make it a critique of the prequels, but I loved growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s because there was a surplus of action figures and Legos, and the list goes on and on. So
that's fair. That's fair. I think that's really fair.
I call BS on him not having any Mando stuff. Because right over his right shoulder, I see a Ahsoka / Fulcrum. So I'm just pretty calling this. Wow. I'm just
I got Boba, but it's not the Mandalorian.
You just have Mandalorian armor, okay? You're really faking it right now.
Oh man, I'm trying to fit in.
It's from the Mando himself too, man.
This is when I wanted to try and play kickball in the fourth grade. And I wanted to play kickball in the fourth grade, and I was like,
and you brought a tennis ball.
No, but I had my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the kid ate my sandwich. And
you got that from that kid? No, I'm just kidding.
No, but that's all I got, guys.
I predict, David, that you will have that Razor Crest Lego before it's all said and done.
Sure.
I really like it.
Awesome.
It's the one Lego set in the last 5 years that I was like, oh, that's cool. But I haven't been motivated enough to go and actually get it. So I'm. And maybe I'm a bad fan. Maybe I'm not a good Star Wars fan.
Well, maybe this will get you. So let's ask this, because Frammy puts this up there. Of all of you, how many have backed the HasLab Razor Crest?
Oh.
So did you get on board with that, David?
No, because I don't have a place to put it, and it just if I'm going to take $350 to a
I don't have a place to put it either. But come on.
You tie fishing line around it and you hang it from the ceiling.
I feel like I'm in a
Use
corner.
it as a coffee table.
You are in the corner. You're over there. You stay there.
I will stay here. No, I didn't, but I think it's super cool. I think I saw 14,000 people have backed that project, which has unlocked some more exclusives. So if that's something that you're really into, I've never been like a Hasbro ship collector, but if that's something that you're into, I mean, my goodness, you're benefiting from it tenfold.
Yeah,
we agree. And don't worry, the Holochronicles will bring you an unboxing, a reveal, I don't know, the FedEx guy delivering it. That's what we do. So.
That's kind of what we do. We'll meet him.
The mailbox like SpongeBob.
We'll meet him in front of our homes. We'll meet him in the parking lot of Jack in the Boxes if that's where we got to go to get our merchandise.
Nice.
We will get it.
Yeah, we will.
And we'll film it for you.
Yeah. And we'll put goofy music and some mediocre acting.
Jerry, when you joined us at the beginning of the evening, we saw that you had a child, I don't know, stuffy. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
but,
it's that one that it's the kind of huggable, except for the ears and stuff. You just can't really. You can snuggle with it, but you might actually puncture an earlobe or drum or something.
Yeah, that is a sharp-eared animal.
That's how he goes. But that wasn't the merch that I brought to share.
Okay, let's hear it.
And let's go ahead. I wasn't planning on it being like this until Josh made it a dick measuring contest. But I've got the less valuable.
But just as cool.
Mando.
It's still cool. That boxing is way better than the Walmart.
I don't
Stupid
disagree. No, I wholeheartedly agree with Jerry. That is the better product.
Look at that silver, look at that.
It's just the better product.
Yeah, it is.
He looks like a 1950s convertible, with the metal flake and stuff, right?
56 convertible T-Bird.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's no good reason why this. Oh, and Pete's got. There's no good reason why this is the
original.
Better.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at it. They're all lined up in a line.
Expensive.
Oh, hold on.
Not as expensive.
Will a beam, if we
cheap.
get them perfectly lined up, will a beam shoot through them and destroy the planet?
Yeah, something like that. No, there is no good reason for this to be worth more than your carbonized one. In my opinion.
Especially from Walmart, man. I'm from Arkansas. There's nothing special there.
This is Josh's. He hasn't put his together yet.
Oh, yeah, I'm a loser. I like to buy things and look at them. And then forget about
mine
them.
Mine is. I think I'm 3 or 4 bags in. I've been doing it with my son.
How many bags are there?
Like 13.
6.
Oh my God.
6 or 7.
It's just too many. It's nuts. I just don't. I mean,
it's an evening. That's for sure. It's an evening.
But yeah, it is. All right, who's next? Last but not least,
I think it's me.
No, has Scotty gone yet?
Yeah, I wasn't.
he had the cup.
He had the
I
little
let everyone.
Yeah, you did go first, didn't you? Sorry, it was so unmemorable.
child.
Josh, do you have the picture I sent you?
He's leaving. Put your referee jacket on. All right. Yes, let me pull that
wear
up.
pants when you come back.
Okay. So this is not my favorite.
That is a concern on this network, apparently.
Josh is going to put up my favorite here in just a second, but I got this in the mail today. This is part of the credit collection Black Series.
Those are very cool.
Okay.
So that's cool.
Oh, that's so sick.
Hold on, let me solo you because I'm trying to bring the screen up, but also let me throw you up there. That's
Okay.
pretty darn cool.
This
That's
is what
awesome.
this
Get your
is
face
what
out of the way so it'll focus.
This is what Shabby Mark was waiting for here. Hopefully, he's still in the chat.
Oh, that's sexual.
But this the card back and the coloring you'll notice is not as you saw IG-11 or the other characters in this line. There's 4 others. It's not screen accurate because this is the credit collection. Now, credit collection is a play on words because you can see there's an imperial credit above the figure, right? But the coloring and the motif that he is under is what you would see in the end credits of the Mandalorian. You know, there's kind of that
I get it.
that comic book, comic book kind of.
Actually,
scene.
thanks for connecting those dots. I didn't get that.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's great.
Glad I could do that.
Yeah,
I watched Universal Collector's stream today, and I didn't even get it.
Yeah. So anyway, I got this today. I have a couple more coming, even though I have made the proclamation that I'm kind of getting out of Black Series, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much to Shabby Geeks'
our
chagrin.
But no, so I've got a couple more coming, but this was the first one that came today. It's the IG-11. It looks very cool. Let me show you the back here. The back is just
nice.
it's a screenshot of one of those last credit
I
images.
love it more because of that. I didn't connect those dots. I was just looking at cool kind of concept colors. I didn't know credit collection. And then the credit threw me off. The Imperial whatever credit up, that threw me off. These crafty sons of guns.
But I like it because just like all the Black Series, it's very detail oriented. The color scheme is unique, and it's just a little bit off the beaten path of your basic 6-inch figure.
There you go. That's very nice.
So anyway, it's not my favorite though. This just came in the mail yesterday, so that's why I brought it. And I knew that some of you guys probably hadn't been made aware that these exist. There's a Mandalorian, there's a Shadow Trooper, there's a Cara Dune, and
there's the Shadow Trooper. You already said that. I don't know what the other one is.
God, I can't think of it.
We'll go with Chief Chirpa.
Call back.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go work.
That's a callback.
I'm gonna go work my shift at Foot Locker now. Okay, guys.
I was
No, you're not.
Me.
All right,
Foot Locker's still open?
here's
Doing
your
good
screen.
That chest
Okay,
is
so
tight.
this is my little cubby of Mandalorian stuff here, and I want to direct your attention to the thing in the very center. The what do they call that?
Fob, or the tracker?
The tracking fob.
Tracking fob.
I bought that, and it's 3D printed, and those little rod things are metal. But I got that when I went and I met Dominic Pace.
Oh, such a good guy.
And you can see the little Lego Dominic Pace gecko there off to the right. But I got that fob from Dominic. He was an absolute delight to meet. Right, super guy, great representative of the Mandalorian and Star Wars. But that the tracking fob lights up. You can flip a switch and the light turns on. And I think it's unique. I don't know of a lot of people that would have them other than those that cross paths with Dominic. But I love it. That's my favorite Mandalorian related merch. And
you can see that now Andy has flexed, and he has all three of those Black Series Mandos.
Plus the 3 3/4
in the background. Plus, don't forget about the 2-scale child Black Series at the bottom.
Yeah, that's my and don't sleep on the armor pin that I got right next to him.
I was looking at that. Yeah,
God,
that's nice.
Well, so you just had us on this show for you just to destroy all of us. Is that what this is for? Is that why we do it?
No. I think that's what just happened.
Bring your A game when it comes to toys.
Well,
Andy's in the room.
Wouldn't you be disappointed if I didn't?
It's true.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go my shift.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for this Mando Monday with a anticlimactic trailer, but that's okay. We all agree, I guess, somewhat that we're fine with not having any new information short of a bantha skeleton and a troop transport. But
catching
other than
some
that,
air, Dukes of Hazzard troop transport.
Yeah, that's about it. And Horatio Sands. So, but other than that, we're good.
The General Veers instead of the General Lee.
Thank you for joining us on the Holochronicles.
It's got a rebel flag on it.
Now, I was going to say where we talk too much toys, but you do have a lot of pops behind you. So
I have a lot of Funko Pops. Like it's not too much toys.
Okay.
No. This is
You
good.
can't see it either, but there's like a bunch of Lego up there.
Perfect. All right, so you're fully comfortable here.
Speaking my love language.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Fletzer. Around the let's just go around and plug real quick. Around the Galaxy, where can everyone find you?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at ATGcast. We have a new episode dropping tomorrow with Mike Chen, who is one of the writers on From a Certain Point of View, Empire Strikes Back, which comes out November 10th. He wrote a story about Emperor Palpatine.
Excited for that.
Joins me tomorrow.
Awesome.
Nice.
Bombad Boys, what do you got?
We got a pretty intense episode coming up. Might be one of my proudest ones, though. We're talking about how important and good midichlorians are. So for anyone that really cares to listen, I feel like I do think this might be our most philosophical and scientific episode we've done.
I'm looking forward to it.
It is good.
It is.
I go school teacher on them.
There are two levels of Bombad Cast. There is what we got last week with Rick, and then there is what we are about to do that's a little more like Bombad build-up style, like deep dive. So we did a deep dive coming up this week. So
cool.
Very proud of it.
Ready for it.
Awesome. Arzu, got an article coming?
Not yet, but there are two of mine up on the website. So you can find me at Beyond the Blast Stores. You can find me on Twitter at ArzuMin, and you can find me at my own website, arzud2.com, and on Beyond the Blast Stores Live on Wednesdays.
Woo!
Awesome.
I'm busy.
David, that was a segue. Take it.
Yeah, BTB Live this Wednesday. We're going to have a lot of fun talking all things Mandalorian because there's nothing else happening in Star Wars. Nothing that's worth our time, right? I'm just fucking with you. But I will tell you this. I will tell you this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun, as you can tell. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and we'll have a good time.
All right, Andy.
You can find us at Holochronicles on Twitter, where we love to interact. If you have toys, and we want to see them.
Sure.
But we'll show you better toys.
We want to see all of them.
We want to see all of them.
That's what Josh will do.
Yep. All right. Well, we're out of here. Thank you so much for joining us, Network fam. Thank you for those of you in the chat that stayed all the way to the end of a Mando combo Holochronicles special. And make sure to... No, I got to hit it. I get the clip. Okay. Make sure to... what's that? Play with your toys?
Go play with your toys.
Go play with your toys.
Can you say that?
Later.
The one that's next to your, your bed.
Thanks, Scotty, and we're out.
Hey!